you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. Woo! Excuse me, y'all. I've been running up and down them stairs. And I am out of breath. I did it 2 times in a row because I left my water upstairs and I need it. Okay. So welcome to I Am the Light. Like I said, if you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back, baby. So let me tell y'all what's been going on. So y'all will know. I had a great Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all my mothers. I was with my kids and I told my daughter this morning, I said, see you taking your twist out, do them early. Don't wait till I have to do my reading. And then I'm late for my reading trying to help you with your hair. And just like always, thank you, 5 Dimes. How you doing? She waited to the last minute. So here I am trying to rush, get her hair done so she look decent for school tomorrow because her hair is natural. So we was putting in individual twists. And I'm still out of breath. Lord have mercy. What's up? What's your name? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I got to go to the channel and pull y'all up. I can't see that far. Okay, let's see. We got 5 Dimes, Patricia, Daytona Wentz, Sharon Smith, Lithia, Lethu. How you doing? Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You said the Libra read was fire. What's up, Tamal? How are you? And Lynn Rodriguez. How's everybody doing? And I apologize to my babies because I know on the East Coast, y'all probably like, Tasha, you keep pushing these reading back late. We can't be up as late. But we're not going to be going into that many decks tonight. So we're only going to pick 2. We're going to be going into the Deviant Moon Tarot and the Art of Manifestation Oracle. Okay, so that's what I have for us. What's up, Nafona? Nafo? Nafona 544. That's how I'm trying to do every syllable. Lotus Oracle and Elizabeth Durham. How y'all doing? Welcome. Happy Mother's Day to everybody again. All my moms. And happy Mother's Day to my fathers who are single. You know, you out here. Look at Holy Spirit. Did y'all see? Y'all see her? Did y'all see that? Holy Spirit. I love it. So happy Mother's Day to all my single fathers who are taking care of their children full time. You celebrate Father's Day and Mother's Day. That's how I look at it. So, you know, it's like that. Hello, Miss Patty Zeno. Hello, Peyton. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead. I see Spirit is already active and ready to go. So that being said, let us get ready and let's get it. Let's go. Okay. So let me get these last 2 shuffles in. Holy Spirit is ready. She came out here big. I don't know if y'all seen it. She was huge. Those little wings. All right, let's get it. Let's go, Holy Spirit. What is it that you got for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? I'm a little hot from running up and down those stairs, so y'all please forgive me. All right, so we're starting off with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Ooh, not a good start. Not a good start. What's up, Dennis? We got the Queen of Cups here in the upright. The 3 of Cups in the upright. Ten of Cups in reverse. Lots of water energy out here. Okay, what's up, Chris? Crochet, how are you? Crochet Salat from San Diego, something like that. How you doing, baby? Welcome to the channel. Okay, and Johnny Phoenix and Tuesday, welcome. All right, y'all. So I'm not really liking the energy. Okay, because when I look at the bottom of the deck, I see the 2 of Pentacles. Somebody is definitely juggling. And this is somebody you may have had a brand new start with. Somebody that you wanted justice. We got Libra energy, the Fool, Aquarius, and then here with the 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn. So here it is. So you may have thought that you were going to be with someone here with the High Priestess, using your intuition. I'm going to be with someone and we're going to have a very balanced, brand new beginning, but something ended up being where somebody was juggling. And that may have made you feel some kind of way. So now I look here and we have the Wheel of Fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. This is Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, and Taurus. All right. So Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Something that you thought was supposed to be a positive change actually ended up being, oh my God, it may have felt like fires going off all the time. It became a very unhappy situation. Instead of you feeling like, okay, a lot of good is coming from this, it started to feel like bad luck. Like, oh my God, this is one of the worst things I could do. It also led to a lot of unhappiness. The sun, the two of you thought were going to be really, really happy, right? But now with the sun in reverse, the two of you are actually quite unhappy. And this may have had somebody mind boggled because you're like, I'm offering love. Queen of Cups is out here. The Queen of Cups is all about love. She's all about care. She's all about being a sweetheart, right? And this is Cancer energy, right? So we got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, heavy on the Cancer. And so you're like, I'm offering you love. I'm as nice as can be. I'm sweet as pie. And I'm thinking together, you're supposed to have my back. We're supposed to be happy. But instead of this person having your back, the Three of Cups is actually looking like somebody chose to be a part of a third party, and what you thought was going to be your happily ever after ended up going straight to poo. It ended up being boo boo. Okay. And it was like, what is going on? You know how sometimes you go into a relationship and you with your best foot forward and you're like, okay, I got my best foot forward. This is supposed to be a really positive situation. This is supposed to be good for me, right? And this is what I'm getting here. Okay. Hello, KK. How you doing? Thank you for the compliment. What's up, Stacy? Okay, Yamaya. How are you? Dwayne Watson. How are you? Annabella. Okay, how's everybody doing? Okay, so this is what I'm getting thus far. So we got the Ten of Cups, which is Pisces, the Three of Cups, which is Cancer, and then the Queen of Cups is also Cancer. Okay, so this is what ended up happening. So you went into a relationship thinking it was going to be fair and balanced, but you end up being juggled. So your person may have had third parties. And they may have liked to turn up and they might have liked to go out, and have a good time. So this is what we got going on so far. What's up? How you doing, Cancer love? How are you? Excuse me. All right, let's get into the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. Oh, that's too many. Wheel of Fortune, Holy Spirit, in the upright. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse is being clarified by the Six of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. Okay, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it because now this is the Wheel of Fortune. Remember, I said it felt like instead of it being positive, it just seemed like one thing after the other started to go wrong. It started to feel like bad luck. So here with the Six of Swords, this is you. You're supposed to be going towards peace. But instead of going towards peace with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like, okay, we got to go back and revisit some fires. See the fire in the corner? So instead of you leaving the fire, you got to go back and revisit what went wrong. What the hell is going on here? What is going on that I have to go revisit some fires? Now, why are we revisiting fires? Because we got to figure out why we're in the middle prison here with the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords did come in reverse, but you got to figure out why am I feeling drained? See this? You see how all this energy is leaving out of her from her. Why does it like, so maybe you may have felt tired, maybe you were getting headaches, maybe you were not looking like yourself. Why am I feeling drained? Why am I in a mental prison? What is going on? You got to revisit this in order to get free. Sometimes we got to go back and figure out, well, where did I go wrong? How did I even end up here? This was supposed to be a positive situation, a fair and balanced love affair. So how did we get to a point where it was supposed to be you having my back to now we're in third parties and I'm going through all of this chaos? What is going on here? Now, so we had the Eight of Swords here in reverse, and the Six of Swords is in reverse. Okay, Six of Swords in reverse is Aquarius. The Eight of Swords in reverse is Gemini, and then the Emperor in reverse, and this is the Emperor, is Taurus. I mean, not Taurus, Aries. Aries energy here with the Emperor, right? So this is somebody who was supposed to provide for you, look out for you, love you, be there for you. right? This is somebody who is supposed to help you figure it out. Y'all are supposed to be very strategic. When there's a problem, they get on top of it. See how he has his foot on this little red, little devil looking thing? When there's a problem, I'm on top of it. But instead, your person dropped a position. They allowed chaos to ensue. And so you're sitting here going, okay, so I got to go back, revisit what happened where my person dropped their position. I got into this chaos situation. And that way I can free my mind from feeling, wondering what happened between us. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you don't know what's happening between y'all, you'll just be, it's like you in your own little mental hell of going, well, how did we even get to this point? How do we end up unhappy? So somebody's trying to figure out, how do we end up unhappy? You say, am I a Taurus? No. You say, am I on Taurus? No, this is a collective, baby. If you're looking for the Taurus read, Nafa Fona, look under the all signs read. We did all 12 zodiac signs yesterday. Okay. So you can find that there for the Taurus reading. All right. Anybody else looking for the individual signs? Check out the all signs from yesterday. Okay. So let's talk about the sun here. You ended up in a very unhappy situation and you're not really sure what happened. How did we get here? What's going on? I thought the two of us were supposed to be happy. Well, the Knight of Swords is in reverse, the Two of Pentacles is in the upright, and the Fool is in the upright. This was something you thought was going to be a beautiful new start. Beautiful new start. Here, I'm supposed to be stepping into the unknown. But you weren't going to try to step into the unknown if you thought it was going to be an unhappy situation. So you went into this. Typically, when you're in the Fool energy, this is optimism. You're really hoping for the best, even though you really don't know how it's going to turn out because you're stepping into the unknown. But most people step into the Fool energy with a very positive mindset. So here it is. You're wondering then, okay, if I had a positive mindset and I stepped into this thinking it was going to be positive, how did I end up being juggled? How did things slow down between the two of us? You may have even started having some financial and emotional issues. Not just that this person's juggling you because they're cheating on you, but like, okay, this person's juggling me with other options. And I could possibly be juggling in my finances and in my emotions. So here with the Knight of Swords, and this is the Knight of Swords here, you're looking at a situation and going, okay, let me retrace my steps. Let me slow down. Instead of me rushing and attacking my person for cheating, well, how did we even end up here in the first place? So it's almost like I said, you're in that high priestess energy. You're looking at everything with a fine-tooth comb. So the Knight of Swords here is Aquarius. Okay, Two of Pentacles, I told you I was Capricorn, and the Fool is also Aquarius. So let's move back. Let's move on. So you're thinking about how you present yourself to your person. Even if you're masculine, the Queen of Cups means, okay, if you're a man and you're in this energy, and I'm not calling you a feminine, I'm just saying you're coming across as a sweetheart. You are a lover. You're more than just, you're coming across as very loving, kind. You're dependable. You're somebody that really takes care of those that you love. And if you're a man, you know what I'm saying? You're somebody I can lean on, and the same thing. So it's like you're coming across as just a really good, kind-hearted person that's there for someone, right? So we got the Queen of Cups here, Cancer energy. Let's go. Dina Musa, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, baby. Dina Musa said it's over 119 of y'all and only 35 likes. Do you all mind double tapping in the center of your screen and let's get the likes up, please and thank you. We should have at least 100 likes with this many people in the room. So if you just take a second and just double tap right in the center of your cell device, and if you're watching on TV, just double tap. Well, you don't double tap on TV. You just hit the like button on your TV screen, please and thank you. All right. Hello, Kalisha. Quick, I just did Leo's reading with the all signs yesterday. So please check out the all sign reading on the channel. Okay. What's up, Jessica Potts? Okay. So take a second, everybody, and let's double tap. Thank you to those of you all who did. Let's talk about the Queen of Cups. So you're a sweetheart, right? You got a lot going on and you're just wondering what happened between you and your person because you went into this with the best of intentions. Okay. What's up, Annex? How you doing, baby? I appreciate you. It's good to see you back. Let's talk about the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. So you come towards your person with a really good vibe. You're a vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm getting you. What's up, Nietzsche Sketch? How you doing, baby? Okay, so we have the four wands in reverse, temperance in the upright, chariot in reverse. So this is you wondering, where did we go wrong? We're supposed to be successful, moving forward in a successful, loving relationship. So when the chariot's in reverse, you're not moving towards success. Things are out of balance. Typically, the chariot is about your dark and your light energy, right? Getting it balanced and stuff. Why aren't we feeling balanced? Why is the four wands in reverse? Y'all are supposed to be, look at y'all. Y'all supposed to be one. See how their hands have the leaves binding them over? Y'all are supposed to have a home. Y'all are supposed to be partners. Y'all supposed to be eye to eye, right? This is where we're supposed to be. What's up, Navette's third Virgo and Ola May? How you doing? All right, so here it is. You're wondering, where did y'all go wrong? How did y'all end up unstable? How did we? I thought we were locked in. I thought we were one. So how did we end up here to where it's not feeling successful? Like we're not moving forward. How did we go from this? Because there was a time here with temperance. I thought we had things balanced out. I thought that there was an equal. Now, to me, one of the things about temperance is one foot is on the water, one foot is on the earth. So you thought that y'all had a very grounded relationship financially and emotionally. You may have thought that y'all had it going on, right? Like it was supposed to be balanced. So how do we end up out of balance? How do we go from feeling like we're one to now it's like we are not moving forward. Everything seems to be going wrong. My person's juggling me. Where okay, how did I go from a loving, caring relationship to now all hell and broke loose? Like, where did I miss? We took a step somewhere and everything changed. This is you thinking about third parties, possibly. Because, see, your person is out here with third parties. And now you see how the fish is coming back to bite them in the ass. It's like something is going on here. Is it friends? Is it the people that they hang out with? Did they say it were friends? Were they more than friends? Like, what is going on? Because a lot has come back to bite you in your ass. A lot of things that were supposed to be forward movement are now you're backpedaling. And so you have to figure out where did this come from? Okay. Hello, Stacy. How are you? Stacy said, you all, please, we need at least to get over 100 likes. Please, y'all, double tap, double tap. Hello, Joyful, Faded to Doom. How are you, Darlene? Arizona 79 Love. ASC Star Hill, how you doing? Ashley Rainwater, welcome to the channel. Corey, how you doing, baby? Welcome. How are you? And thank you, Nietzsche Sketch, for the happy Mother's Day. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's talk this in Sunshine, Ruby, and Marine, Coette, Christy. How are you? Enrico King. Thank you for the happy Mother's Day and happy Mother's Day to all my moms. Let's talk about the Three of Cups. Three of Cups here in the upright. What do we have for the Three of Cups, Holy Spirit? Three of Cups. A lot has changed between y'all. This is somebody you care for. Six of Cups. Some of y'all have been knowing this person since childhood, or you've been knowing this person for a long time. These are children that are watching like a hand puppet play. So this lets me know maybe you and your person used to go to the show. Y'all like to sit up and watch movies. Y'all used to do stuff together. You know how sometimes when you got a boo, y'all Netflix, then y'all chill. Y'all sit up and watch movies and stuff like that. This is a collective, sweet pea. We're on a collective. This tonight is the collective. All right. So all 12 signs, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So you and your person used to have each other's back, right? Y'all used to have good times, happy times. And if you haven't been with this person since childhood, like I said, you just been knowing them for a long time, and there was a lot of love that you had for this person. So, you may have given a lot to this relationship with the Four of Pentacles, and this is the Four of Pentacles, and it's in reverse. So you were never really closed off from this person. You gave an abundance of love. Remember, you are showing up as the Queen of Cups. You were very loving, very kind. So, and I always gave to this. If you needed anything, I was there for you. If you needed money, Four of Pentacles is in reverse. I was releasing the money. Hello, JP to God. What's up, El Jador? How are you, sweet pea? Abundant Beauty, welcome. How are you? All right. So here it is. You released a lot of money and a lot of love because you cared about this person. You loved this person and you felt like you and this person had history. So one of the things that's bothering somebody is how did we end up here at the world? The world is here. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. How did we end up in the world where we're experiencing endings? The cycle is over. Me and you were supposed to always be together. I was always supposed to be a part of your world. You was always supposed to be a part of mine. You know how sometimes y'all you meet this person and you're like, this is it. To the day I leave here, this person is gonna be a part of my world. Like sometimes you really do think that you met the one. And now it's like you went from feeling one way to now it's like it's over. It's over. And you're like, how did we get here? So we got Scorpio here with the Six of Cups, Capricorn here with the Four of Pentacles. I already gave you the world. Temperance is Sagittarius. The Four of Wands is Aries. Chariot is Cancer. Okay, I'm catching you up on the signs that I haven't done. So let's talk about this. So Ten of Cups, Pisces is in reverse. So this is you looking at things and you're like, man, I love them. So how did I get here to where my cycle's closed? How am I not there happily ever after? We're supposed to be a part of each other's world. We're supposed to be married, having kids, a happy family life. But notice that there's a big moon here. This is what you thought y'all, even though you know how like the moon is about what you don't see, but in this case, how big the moon is, how it looks like it's illuminating, it's almost like intuitively you may have thought y'all gonna end up here, but you didn't. So let's talk about why. Let's talk about it. So we got Pisces here with the Ten of Cups. All right. Thank you, JP. We see you. Well, Olame, I'm going to tell you why it does matter. We are here where we are now. But if you don't want to repeat the same mistakes, you've got to sometimes go back and look at where you went wrong. So whoever this is, notice that I said they're thinking about where they went wrong. So this is not about the person cheating on them so much as it's going, all right, I am like this. I presented myself like this to my person. I was sweet to my person. I was kind to my person. I need some lotion, child. My little hands. I got lotion everywhere, y'all. Please excuse. There we go. I ain't lying. I got lotion in tubs. I got lotion everywhere. I was like, I need some lotion. So here it is. What was I saying? So yeah, you're sitting up here taking this on from your point of view, not so much from this person's cheatation. You're like, okay, I was sweet, I was kind, I showed up. This person loved me, I loved them, and even though things went wrong, somebody is looking at their. It's like taking ownership of your part of your story. And there goes Holy Spirit. Where did I go wrong? Did I do something wrong? Were they not fulfilled? Did I not show up? Were there red flags and I ignored them? Were there warning signs and I missed them? Sometimes going back is not always to hurt you, but to just review. And then we also got to remember, y'all, we always got new people in a collective who are now starting their journey. And they are got to learn the steps of what to do to take ownership for their story. So, that's why take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What's up? At Kofi, is that how you say it? Atta Coffee or something like that. Hello, Brandon Harvey. How you doing? You said stay moisturized over there. Cannot be out here at Shay. What's up, John James? Welcome to the channel. Okay. All right, let's see. Anybody new? Hello, Jeannie Glass. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Love you too, boo. Okay, so we got the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is being clarified by the High Priestess. Didn't I say I felt the High Priestess? The High Priestess is somebody who is being quiet. You're not attacking this person. You are just in your mind sitting there observing. Typically, the high priestess is holding a book. Now, in this one, she's not holding a book, but what she is doing is she's looking at what's hidden, not just the part of hers that she can see that's light. She's looking at her shadow side. I need to look at everything. Maybe I was doing something subconsciously. I'm looking at everything with a fine-tooth comb because you want to be strategic in this. So you're quietly observing what is going on. Now, here's the thing. Knight of Wands is in the upright. High Priestess is Taurus. Queen of Pentacles is upright. Now, remember, you are looking at this from a high perspective. You know that you took care of this person. You loved your person. You was also looking out for them financially. Because when we are with somebody, let's keep it 100. When you are really in love with somebody, their problems will become your problems. If they say, babe, I don't need it. Oh, of course, baby, I got you. Oh, sweetheart, I accidentally left my wallet at the house. Do you mind? Oh, I got it. Yeah, that's fine. So a lot of women are now. There are a few that will be like, no. But let's just say y'all have this type of exchange. If they have an issue, the car is broken, our car is broken. Not their car is broken, our car is broken. We got to get our other car fixed. Y'all start using the words like together words, ours, that type of thing instead of me or mine. You share in the stuff. And so as the Queen of Pentacles, you're looking at this as somebody you take care of, right? So as a high priestess, you're looking at things, you're like, okay, I take care of things, especially here with the Knight of Wands. It's like you may have even been impulsive with how you took care of things. As soon as there was a problem, I'm on it. Here with the Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands energy is impulsive, very passionate. So you are very passionate about looking out for whoever you love, whether it be your kids or just somebody in your inner circle. You got a problem? I'm on it. Like, let one of my kids tell me they need something. I'm on it. I'm not going to sit here and delay or make excuses. No, I'm on it. And this is how you are with your person. Why? Because you felt like y'all were connected. These two are connected. Now, the Knight of Wands here, I'm not really getting sexual. Now, part of why you could have been so impulsive could be because y'all do have a sexual connection. Okay? And, once sex is involved, feelings get shortly coming after, especially if you're dealing with this person on a regular basis. And you guys were. Okay? So let's get into it. What's up, Aquarius chosen one? How you doing? Kim Dessou, how are you? What you talking about, Brandon Harvey? You don't even know what it's like. What are you talking about? Hello, Navette. I think I already got you. Okay. Kristen, how are you? Lucero, Tanya Barnes. All right. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hey, John Dillon. How you doing, baby? And Jamie Yabaro. Okay. I'm good. All right, y'all. And just FYI, y'all, because the reading started later, we're not doing 3 decks. We're only doing 2. So I don't keep y'all too late. All right. We got the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, child. 9 of Pentacles. The 5 of Wands. The Knight of Cups is in reverse. The Hangman is in reverse. And the Queen of Wands is in upright. All right. So you are a strong, independent person. Collective, right? So typically, you don't really need anybody or need anything. Typically, you have it going on. And so you don't like to be in a mental prison over anything, right? I don't really need to be in a mental prison because I generally can take care of everything by myself. I don't really need a relationship. I want a relationship. So how did I end up in chaos and conflict? And notice we did say some stuff about finances. How did finances end up upside down if you're normally a 9 of Pentacles? How are you in competition with other people? How did I even get into where my person's juggling me with other people? I'm always there. I see it. I'm always there for them financially. I'm always there. So how am I in chaos and conflict financially, emotionally, or even in competition with other people? Me and you were supposed to have a balanced relationship. So why are there other people here? Did I not come in and rescue you when you needed me? The Knight of Cups is about romance. This is also, hey, remember I said you coming in and being somebody's knight in shining armor. So you are looking at this going, well, what is going on here? Knight of Cups, Scorpio energy, Five of Wands is Leo, and the Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. So here it is. You're like, okay, it wasn't like I wasn't rushing in towards you. And so now the light is coming on. As you're doing this reflection, right? The hangman is Pisces. You're starting to see why things are over. There's been a change here. Somebody started feeling like they look good, they smell good. They went a little beyond with the Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is in the upright, but she fine, honey. And whoever this is, they thought they was fine, sexy, and everybody wanted to get like everybody wanted them. And maybe your person, let me see, who's the Nine of Pentacles? Collective or their person? Is collective the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah. So you're the Nine of Pentacles. So you look at it as like, I got it going on. I got it going on. So what the hell is going like? You know how sometimes you could date somebody and you feel like I have all these positive qualities. So what reason would you have to cheat? It's not like I'm not sexing you down. It's not like when you have a problem, I'm not there for you. It's not like when you say you need love, I'm not giving you love. So what is the problem? I look good. I smell good. I can carry my own. Only other thing you could think of is that your person obviously got to smelling themselves and thinking they hot shit. Everybody want to sleep with them. Like, what is going on here? Let's clarify this Queen of Wands. What's up, Shamika Jackson? What you say, Brandon? Oh, to be received that way? Well, I don't know, Brandon. Well, hopefully you'll be received in the way you want to be received. What's up, Juanita? How you doing, baby? Let's talk about the Queen of Wands. Let's clarify. What do you got for the Queen of Wands? Four of Swords. Queen of Wands is being clarified, and the Queen of Wands is Leo, by the way. All right, so we got Four of Wands. Oh yeah, you thought your person, they thought that your person thought that they were protected because everybody wanted them. End of story. Everybody want this. Your person, just like I said, they got to thinking that they was hot shit. Because that's the only thing you could think of. It's like, because here with the Seven of Wands, they felt protected because they felt like everybody put them up on some sort of pedestal. I am the shit. I'm the shit. I don't have to have endings because I'm the shit. I'm protected. Everybody want me. I'll never be alone. So this is somebody who was really, it's like they was smelling themselves. So even though they had a great person, I'm not about to stop with just one of y'all when everybody wants me, right? This is hilarious. Your person is fried. Anybody who acts arrogant like this, I always look at them and be like, what is wrong with you? What you dropped on your head? Why do you feel so strongly about yourself? That's how I always think that. I always be wondering, why do they feel so strongly about themselves? King of Swords here is in the upright. See, you're somebody who is dedicated to your work. You're very good at what you do. You have money. So you're intellectual, you're smart, you're caring. You have money. You're very strong, independent energy. So why does your person think that why do they want chaos? Why do they want to put you in competition? Why are they trying to be manipulative? This is you. You're just looking at everything. And as the King of Swords, that's Libra energy, you're also looking at things from a higher perspective. So you're like, okay, it's not like I don't have all the tools necessary. Because the magician, you're a master manifester. You're excellent at what you do. I'm excellent at what I do. So it's not like I don't meet goals here. It's not like my life is chaos and conflict. It's not like I wasn't giving them money. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. That's like, it's not like you wasn't giving them equal reciprocity. If they said they needed anything, you gave to them. So, and you're like, it's not like I wouldn't be your knight in shining armor either. Remember, the light bulb is coming on. So you're looking at this like, okay, so why are we having a tower? Tower's in reverse. This is what you saying to yourself. So why is there a tower? We shouldn't even be in a tower. But instead of us being in a tower, judgment is in reverse. It's like there is no mercy here. Your person looks good, but y'all's relationship is not getting off the ground the way you think it's supposed to. And they're not really being merciful towards you. They're not like, well, appreciative as the word I should use. They're not really appreciating you. What's up, Clifford Cox and Sita Dior? How you doing? Bella? How you doing, Bella? How you doing? Yeah, this is how somebody's feeling. They're wondering, like, what the hell is going on here? Cheryl Aries, how are you? Juanita Warmington. It's just not making no sense. Like, and I could see the confusion on somebody's face. It's like, and Judgment is Libra, Tower, Scorpio. What is this? The Six of Pentacles is Taurus, Magician, Gemini, King of Swords, Libra. Now we got the Ten of Pentacles, which is Virgo, Three of Pentacles, Capricorn. The Moon, Pisces. We have the Seven of Cups, Scorpio. I didn't mean to do this many. Death is in reverse and King of Wands in the upright. Oddly, Five of Pentacles is in reverse. So with the Five of Pentacles being at the bottom, you're in your mind, you're like, we shouldn't even be here. We should be out the cold. We're supposed to still be in love. Look at that, Two of Cups. Me and you were supposed to still be in love, baby. Growing real fast. And you're just looking at this from, I'm going to be honest with you. While your person is really thinking they the shit, you thinking yours, I'm going to be honest, you kind of mirroring them. Because it's like, you feeling like you the shit. I am the shit. I got a lot going on. I have a career. I got money. I'm independent. I'm strong. I'm there for my person. I've always loved you. And I've been there for you. So it's like, they think they the shit. And this is why they get attention. But you're thinking, I am the shit my damn self. And I'm not just no small weight. I'm coming to the table with a lot. So why are you looking elsewhere? See, you come with money too. You come with the Ten of Pentacles. Legacy, wealth, and like, I got savings. I got money. So what the hell is going on here? We should be working together. From your point of view, y'all supposed to be working together. But something is missing that y'all not meeting this relationship goal. Y'all supposed to have each other's back. Here with the Three of Pentacles, y'all supposed to be growing. So you're trying to figure out what you don't see. Now, you do see your person looks good. They're very sexually attractive because the Knight of Wands on top of the Queen, up under that, Queen of Wands being on top of that Knight of Wands, your person is very sexually attractive. And you do know they get attention. And they have a very confident, like, they're head turner. But with the Moon here, there was something you did not see. Part of the reason why you can't get this person to reverse the tower and why y'all's really, because remember, y'all have a permanent ending. Y'all not moving forward. This is end up not being your happily ever after. And so you're just sitting down, just thinking about how y'all got here and thinking about, okay, well, I'm this, they're that, they're this, they're that. How did we end up here? The moon. The moon was something you weren't seeing. You didn't see that you weren't the only option. You weren't the only option. Your person was out here giving out ass to other people, masculine or feminine. Somebody was out here giving away dang like a vagina. Somebody had other options. You see that ass peeking out from behind this picture? There was other people here. And this is why y'all, like, When y'all came up on a problem, you know how sometimes when you're in a relationship and it's like small problems should be easily solved, but you know how sometimes the problem doesn't really get solved and you're like, why can't we get over this little problem? Well, the reason why you couldn't get over the problem is because your person was giving attention elsewhere. There were other options because your person loves attention. Loves attention. And that's the problem. Look at all these groupies. Looks like your person got people hanging on to them, thinking they sexy. King of Wands. And I'm going to be honest with you, being that the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are now here, this is why y'all look like karmic. Y'all actually like a karmic connection. On why y'all can't get stuff off the ground is because somebody likes attention. And it's like they were ignoring the fact that, truth be told, you're a leader. Libra energy. I mean, Leo energy. I mean, say Libra, but I said it. Leo energy. You are a leader. You're very talented. You're very gifted. You got a great job. You have a career. You got your own money. You got a lot going on for yourself. The 10 of Pentacles. So that means you're stable. You probably already have your own home, your own car. I have shit. So this person really don't have no reason to be looking elsewhere, but they are. And so now you're seeing why y'all's relationship didn't grow, because there was other options and your person was actually treating you more like a karmic. And the reason why y'all couldn't resurrect the relationship is because they had other people. There are other people here. You're just going to accept it. Death, Scorpio. So you're just accepting that the relationship's not going to grow. Now, death is in reverse. Maybe you thought that this person was going to come back, because of course they're going to come back. Look at all the shit I got going on. See, remember I said you are even being a little cocky yourself, because it's like, child, do you know who you you don't meet me every day. You don't meet people like me every day. All this, like, I can see you name it. I'm sweet, I'm kind, I love you, I'm there for you, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. You should want to come back to me. I shouldn't be chasing you. You should be want to come back to be with me. What's up, the Barnes family and Alicia Lopez? You expecting this person to be like, hey, do you know who the hell you do you not saying, do you know who I am, but do you know who I am? You ain't gonna find another me that's gonna love you this way. What's up, Brenda Jackson? I'm done with you, Brandon. Brandon's all, it's that alley cat. Okay. What's up, the Paramount chief? How are you, sweetie? Miss Kristen, the Pisces. Okay. Welcome. And Ronnie Artez. W.S. Betty Boop and Ronan George. How are you? This is hilarious. And Jimmy Armstrong. Hello, sweetheart. And Melvina Bigby. How are you? So here it is in DC Cuddles. So here it is. You're thinking to yourself, your person should want to be getting back together with you. With all the stuff that's going on. Like, why would you even risk dating other people? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Two of Wands is here. Now, you're thinking y'all should have plans to move forward. They should come back. But instead, the final nail is in the coffin when it comes to you and this person. And I see why now. What you didn't see was that this person wasn't giving to the relationship. Remember, the moon is here. What didn't you see? And what you didn't see is that the final nail was actually being put in the relationship with your person. And it was because they had other options. Now, when you found out about the other options, of course, you could not allow yourself to be played. So you have to release the devil, Capricorn. Four of Swords here is Libra. Two of Wands is Aries, okay? And the devil is Capricorn. So you know that obviously if your person likes attention and they're out here having sex with other people, that means they're sexually impulsive. They're probably partying, drinking, doing too much. So you're like, okay, I have to release you because you do have so many other options. That in itself is karmic. And I love me enough to not want an STD, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go. So you know the reason why you put the final nail in the coffin. Even though you wanted y'all to get back together, I can't rightfully get back together with you, knowing that you're a cheater, knowing that you're going to come back and cheat on me yet again. I can't be a part of that. I can't be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can. I mean, you could, but who would want to? What's up, Jeff? And divinely guided by God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got problems, and I can't put myself in harm's way. You just can't do it. See, Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. So you have to stop giving to this, even though you adore this person. You adore them, but because this person has groupies and they get a lot of attention and they're out here and they're cheating, I can't invest in this anymore. So as much as you think that you're the shit and why y'all should be getting back together, you're not going to get back together because too much has been done. And that's sad. But it be like that. Sometimes it be too much. What's up, Stefan Rooks? How are you? This is funny. Yeah. Woo! 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 Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Wands is in reverse. Oh, we got double aces in reverse. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag. Seven of Pentacles here in the upright. Taurus, the nine of, see, that's what I'm saying. Nine of Swords here is in the upright. Lovers is in reverse in the Page of Pentacles. Let me tell you something. You gotta let this person go. Now, you may have thought that they was gonna come back because they need you. So at some point, they're gonna come back to me when they don't have financial beginnings. Because listen, we all know that when we're in a relationship and you really putting your best foot forward, and listen, the type of love you give, like, I'm not trying to tell you collectively to pop your collar, but I gotta give you credit where credit is due. Thank you, the Queen of the Gram. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. May God bless you tenfold. And Stacy said, double tap, double tap. We should be over 200 when we got 200 in the room. Y'all, please double tap in the center of your screens, please, and thank you. Okay, Maureen Bitterman, how are you? Welcome to the channel. All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. So with the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse, you know that if your person, nobody's gonna look out for them the way you did. Like, people like to play like everybody just get to them. No, everybody don't give a damn about you. Everybody does not really give a real damn about you. Some people will take care of you to get you. But when shit really happens, it's only literally a handful, if we're lucky, one or two good people who will literally stop what they're doing and be there for us. So you knew that eventually when this person lost something of value, i.e. some real money, because of the way you took care of them, they're going to come back. Because don't nobody look out for you like that. And now, Ace of Pentacles is in reverse next to the Ace of Wands in reverse. So this right here is saying, that, listen, while you may have wanted to make forward movement, you're going to have to switch directions. So you can't give to the relationship. I have to switch directions. Things between you and this person are now over. It has slowed down to a halt. You have put the final nail in the coffin. And it was stressing you out. It was stressing you out. Now, what was stressing you out? The fact that this is why you released the devil, is because I can't be worrying about if you got a drug, alcohol, sex addiction, gambling money, you back. Like, all that toxic stuff will keep you up at night. So you have to let go. Because who got time to be up here worrying about whatever monkey you done got on your back because you worrying about, like, oh my God, did they bring me a seat? Like, who got time for that shit? So it's easier to let go than to be up all night worrying about who they with, what they with, did they give me something? It was just easier to go ahead in the partnership. The Lovers is in reverse. Some of y'all stopped having sex with this person. See how they almost look like they having sex and stuff, but y'all had to stop having sex with this person. You see what I'm saying? Because if you didn't, something was going to come back to bite you literally in the ass. See the snake right there? Something, so if you eat like something so small was going to come back and bite you. So you didn't want to be stressed out. But you did know that when this person got to the Page of Pentacles and they didn't have everything that they needed, they were going to want to come back to you because you took care of all of their needs, right? What's up, Lee Miranda? MKO, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Renelle. No, I always call you Renelle, but it's Renee Isabella. Child, I need to slow down. What's up, Renee Isabella? Why you ain't correcting me? You would just let me call you Renelle. It's Renee Isabella. And I'm so sorry. I'm just not seeing it. Okay. I was putting the L on the E. So there it is. So you didn't want to be stressed out. So you stopped sleeping with this person. You stopped partnering with this person. And you knew that when this person got in a pickle, and you knew it was coming, because you're the King of Swords. A King of Swords is a good judge of looking at something from a higher perspective. You like, eventually, your little ass stars in reverse. You're going to end up in a hopeless situation. And sex ain't going to fix it, boo. Your sex ain't going to be able to fix this. With the Ace of Wands here, you ain't going to be able to birth going forward. You're going to get yourself in a hopeless situation where you're not working. Eight of Pentacles here is in reverse. So you knew that it was coming, that this person eventually, Pisces with the Eight of Pentacles, they was going to stop working and get themselves in a pickle. And when they got stressed enough, look at who was going to come back. Trying to, may even offer you a little ass. They was going to come back. You knew it. Eventually, you're going to come back. Can we please get back together? Terrified. He looked like he praying. Somebody who didn't want the partnership, who was chasing others, eventually was going to want to get back together. You saw it. Eventually, you're going to want to get back with me. Because nobody cares a damn about you like I do. Nobody cares about you the way I do. Once you experience real, like, for real love, like real unconditional love, that ain't something you can fake. When somebody truly has your back, I don't care if you have, let me tell you something. A person can have a closed heart chakra and they might not be able to receive your love, but they might not receive it, but let them go date somebody else and they experience other pain and betrayals. And then they're going to compare how you were with them compared to everybody else. Guarantee you they're going to remember the way you loved them. Even if their heart chakras closed, nobody cared about me the way the collective did. You can't fake that. Ain't no faking that. What's up, Janice? Edwin Poole, Nancy. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. Page of Swords here is in reverse. Ace of Cups is in the upright. Ooh, King of Cups is in the upright. You're not talking to this person. Page of Cups. Ooh, lots of cups. What's with all these cups and pages? And now the Nine of Cups. Hierophant is Taurus, by the way. So here we go. I don't really care for it. Two of Cups is Cancer. So we got the Page of Swords here. Gemini. You and this person, like I said, you're not talking. So this person can't call you and tell you all the bad things that's going on with their money. But you just know, because you know how like when you with somebody, you just know when your person ain't really good with money. You know that they overspend. You know they're not as responsible as you. So you knew eventually it was bound to happen. So here it is. You're not talking to your person. And when they got hopeless enough, they were going to remember who used to pour into their cup. Who used to hold them close and pour into their cup. Who would come in like an angel. You see, that's an angel. And pour into their cup. And notice, see how the moon is, and then fill their cup back up. Pour energy into them. You knew that when they got hopeless, they was going to remember you. They were going to remember that loving kind. I told you, whether you're masculine or feminine. And now we got the Queen of Cups to the right, and now we have the King of Cups. And I told y'all that. I said, my masculines, just put yourself even in that energy. Same thing for my feminines. This means that you are a person who is there for them. You're sweet, you're kind, you're dependable, you're somebody I can lean on. And so here with the King of Cups, Cancer energy, and we got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here with the Ace of Cups, you knew that they were going to, what eventually, they were going to remember your love. And not only were they going to remember your love, they were going to remember how they showed up and dealt with your love. You came in with an abundance of love. And that they were going to think about how they barely showed up at all with the Page of Cups. You showing up with a bouquet of red roses. They showing up with a dandelion that they've been picked out your yard, look like a little weed. Here you go. There's a big difference in how y'all was showing up in this relationship. You know how your kids go outside and get them little funny yellow dandelion looking things? And they be so proud. Here you go, mama. Here you go. My son has done it. All my kids have given me them little flowers out the yard. But there's a big difference between somebody coming in and showing love. Like, you deserve all of this here. And somebody just going to pick you this little weed and giving it to you. This is how they showed up compared to your love. And that this person then would understand what they lost when they overindulged. They lost a real partner. Somebody they could really been married to that would have always been very strategic with them. Hey, baby, we're going to figure it out. But they overindulged by overindulging with other options on sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever. They overspent. They could have a drinking problem, whoever your person is. That's what I'm saying. That's right. What's up, Hope? How you doing? Brandon said them roses with the big bulbs. That's what I'm saying. The big pretty flowers. Ooh, I buy myself roses. You know, it be like that. What's up, Nancy? What's up, Jean? Billamonte? How are you? Did anybody else come in that I missed? How you say this? Yamil G. How are you, sweetie? Welcome to the channel. Lord, I'm getting tongue tied. The Dan Boss, how you doing? Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to go back to the bottom. Welcome to all of y'all who are watching who have not said hello. Hello, Karen Drew and Clifford Cox. How are you? St. Pigeons and Empress Tina. Welcome to the channel. Let me tell y'all something. Now, Brandon said a very good point. I just seen his comment after that. He said, I'll have your back if you have mine. But your person wasn't having your back, y'all. And this is what was so sad. They were out here choosing to be overindulged. Okay. What's up, Shine Bright, Chosen, and Mr. Amorous? So here it is, Nibra Pooh. How you doing? So here it is. They're overindulging, drinking, having sex, having fun, not realizing who really had their back, but it was you. You had their back all along, but they was not really accepting it or seeing it or valuing it. Now, I ain't saying, y'all both thinking y'all the ish to a degree, but I don't like getting y'all's in an arrogant way. You just like, the way that I'm getting y'all's is like, I really am that man or that woman. Like, I'm marriage material. I'm everything a person could want. What am I not? What could you not want? How could you not be satisfied? But whenever I hear that not satisfied, I always hear Prince in my head. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Do you know how hard it is to be a good person who has all that you have going on and a person still not be satisfied? Then you wonder, what's really going on? I cook, I clean, I go to work. I do everything for you. When you want something, I give it to you. What is missing here? I'm breaking your neck, trying to figure it out. You knew eventually this person was going to want to come out the cold with you. But strength here in reverse. We got the Five of Pentacles, Taurus, strength, Leo. When your person got weak, they were going to miss your love. They were going to miss how you used to pour into their cup. You knew it. You absolutely knew it. Justice here and the Four of Cups. So, excuse me, Five of Cups. So you knew that eventually this person was going to regret losing your love. And maybe they used to feel like you were fussing at them. Why are you doing that, babe? Don't do that. You know how sometimes people don't want to hear you when you be like, babe, don't do stuff like that. No, baby, you don't need to do this. Do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. And if this is a woman that was in this case, you know how sometimes, and this is for my fellas, I don't know, I gotta say it because it's popped in my head. Like, there are some women who'll be like, I want to be with a man that knows how to lead. But then you get a man that knows how to lead and you don't allow him to lead. Because you want to do what you want to do because you like some unruly teenager. Or same thing goes for a man who wants a woman. I want a woman who is supportive, who can do stuff for me, that doesn't fully need me for every little thing. And then you get one and then you complain about, I think she's a little too independent for me. So it's like you never satisfied. But eventually, you knew this person, Libra, here with justice, they were going to want to come in and balance the scales. They was going to want to talk about some things. Like how they didn't really value your love. They didn't really see the love they had. What's up, Rico King and Lucky? How you doing? And Nancy Santana, how you doing? Mitzu, how you doing, sweet pea? And we got the Five of Swords. So your person wanted to win at all costs. Your person was in their ego, especially when they would overindulge. Your person thought they was the shit. I'm telling you, I got options. I ain't gotta sell. See, in their mind, they don't have to settle for you because everybody wants them. So clearly, I can get. If I got you, I can get somebody better than you. So whoever this is, they thought that their threshold for better was higher. They really did. Santa Maria, how you doing, baby? So here it is, you know what I'm saying? They thought that if they got you and you are as good as you are, I can do better than this. Somebody thought that they could do it. They could do it. If I pulled you, I can pull something better than you. So they didn't think very highly of what you was offering. Hello, Aisha, how are you? Indigo Energy, welcome. How you doing? Rowan George, I think I got you. And Clifford Cox. Kimberly Moore, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, sweetie. I think I got most of y'all. Kim Meeks, did I get you? And Bridget Hauser, how you doing? Welcome. Bisan Joe, how you doing? And Naira Poo, I already got Naira Poo. Thank you, Indigo Energy, for the Happy Mother's Day. God bless, sweet pea. I appreciate you. So this is where we're at. Your person was in their ego. They may have looked at you like a nagging parent because you was always like, hey, babe, don't do this, that, the other. But now you figured eventually this person was going to want to come out the cold with you. But there's blockages. You got to block this person from coming out the cold with you. Eventually, like they was going to, well, that's not blockages. It looked like the 9 of Wands, but this is 7 of Wands. So here it is. You thought that this person was going to want to fight to come out the cold with you and that they may come back. They were going to want to come back when they got weak and they were in this hopeless situation when they remembered how much love you had. Eventually, here they come. You knew that with the divine timing that they were going to regret losing you. And that they were going to want to talk about it and go back to being the empress. That eventually you're going to want to come back to me and us talk about it and work it out. But something is happening here because the communication is not there. 8 of Wands is in reverse. Something is going on between the two of y'all. 8 of Wands, Sagittarius, Empress, Taurus. What is this? The 3 of Wands, I want to say, is Aries. Then we got the 8 of Cups, Pisces. And then the 7 of Wands is Leo. So here it is. You and this person aren't talking. You're not talking to this person. You're not in alignment, but you knew that eventually, with divine timing, they were going to want to come back and be treated like an empress. They won't want somebody to put them back on a pet. She's literally sitting on a pedestal so that they can birth new beginnings. Because see, when they got unstable enough and got hurt out here, they were going to remember who, there it is again, who put them up on a pedestal. You thought that they were going to, Queen of Swords, Libra, Hermit, Virgo, that they were going to come, want you to stop being closed off from them. And that they were going to try to come back towards you. But here's the thing. Part of your justice is now you got to have a boundary. The Queen of Swords is about boundaries. She's assertive, but she's very firm with I have to have a boundary. So even if this person were to try to come back, and maybe some of y'all's people did try to come back to balance stuff out, they wanted you to come out of your shell. Literally, 4 cups. This is want somebody to not be closed off. They want you to come out of your shell, but you have to meet them with the Ace of Swords. Nothing but the truth. Let me tell you something about the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But this is the truth. This is victory over all trials and tribulations. And the truth is, you got to tell the truth, baby. You hurt me. You hurt yourself trying to hurt me. You put yourself in a box with 10 swords. Look at that little box. This is somebody who's been stabbed all over. So you removed yourself from out of my view. Now you done got yourself in all kinds of jams. Don't nobody care about you the way I care about you. And you actually did hurt me because you put me in competition with all these. Well, who are these options? Are they even comparable to how I treated you? But see, you got to meet them with the truth. The truth is, you used to relieve all their burdens. They're going to eventually want to come out of a stalemate with you. Here with the 2 of Swords, Libra with the 2 of Swords, Sagittarius with the 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands is Leo, Ace of Swords. I already gave y'all with the 10 of Swords, Gemini. 4 of Cups, Cancer. Hermit, Virgo. Queen of Swords, Libra. Empress is Taurus. Now, you knew eventually this person was going to want to come out of a stalemate, that they were going to apologize for cheating. They eventually were going to have to come to you, humble themselves, and apologize. But can I be honest with you? That's not going to happen. You knew how this was going to turn out before they left. And remember, you're in High Priestess. You see it, they're going to come back. Don't nobody love them the way I love them. And eventually they'll see it. But see here with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is out here skating on thin ice. But the thing about thin ice is that it breaks easy. Now, the Page of Wands for me, is Aries. And I say Aries. Some people say Sagittarius, but I'm going to tell you why I consider Aries. Because the page is about initiation, right? Cardinal energy is what I think about when you want to get something off the ground. That's why I call it Aries. But so here it is with the Page of Wands in reverse. Things between the two of y'all can't get off the ground because they did too much. 7 of Swords is here. They did so much stuff behind your back. And when you sat down and see, I had somebody go, well, who cares about it? We moved on. But remember I said you don't want to make the same mistakes twice. So not only did you see where they went wrong, you're comparing yourself to their other options. You see that you did show up. I did not show up for them the way I was supposed to. I showed up. And eventually they're going to see it and they're going to want to come back. But too much has been done to get anything else off the ground. And the only way y'all going to possibly get some stuff off the ground is if you let your guard down. But they hurt you too much. You see how he got this mask on? He looks sad. His head is down. You have a high boundary. Your person hurt you. And you know the only reason that if you let your guard down, that they're only going to come back to use you, to relieve burdens, those 10 wands off their back. So you want to know where I'm getting collective? You still love this person. Truth be told. You love them. But you can't accept them back because they've done too much. They've used you. They didn't appreciate you. So you got to accept the truth. And this is the truth. Then they're going to come back. But they hurt you too much. They hurt you too much. There was too much that was done behind your back. So even though I love you, and even though I think that I would make an excellent husband or wife for you, I can't trust you enough to be my partner anymore. And this is what being the high priestess is. Because see, when you're in the high priestess mode, before this person even gets back, you already know the answer to the question. Hey, can we get back together? No. No, we can't get back together. You don't love me? I do. But you did too much. You played too much. And you didn't appreciate what you had. And I love me too much to allow you to play with me. It is what it is. Let's talk about the art of manifestation. It makes me sad. I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I think about that, it makes me sad. That's right. Elder George said, we don't eat out the garbage. Because it's like one of the hardest things. I was actually thinking about this earlier today. And I was with Spirit. And I don't know, y'all. You know, sometimes when thoughts come up for me, it really be because I be tapped into because every morning I ask to be tapped into the energy of the collective. And one of the things is I was sitting here and I was reflecting and I was like, dang, you know, Spirit, it's really messed up. Like, you can really love somebody and would have done anything for them. And then you're here. And it's like you're here where it's like y'all are not friends. Y'all can't talk. They can't be a part of your world. You can't be a part of theirs. And it's so sad because there is a point where people can just do too damn much. What's up, Demetrius? How you doing? And it's so sad. What's up, Valentine and how do you say it? Adjo, the chosen one. How are you? Rama, Nikki, Scorpio. Ooh, my nose is itchy. It does. It's one of the hardest things is to love somebody, but you got to love them from a distance because you can't trust them with your heart. That is so effed up. What's up, Akara Thomas? Janice Millhouse. Yeah, it's like sometimes people just do too much. So even though you may love them to pieces, like, man, I really love that big head ass, but I can never go back. Can never go back. You know, Brandon, and that's what's sad, because sometimes you think we were friends first. But then see, when you get in that high priestess mode and you start seeing it, oh man, they was gossiping about me, lying about me. You've been cheating on me. And ain't nothing, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't speak for everybody, but ain't nothing worse than somebody cheating on you and then you find out, damn, you weren't just cheating on me with other women or other men. You cheating on me with the same sex. I didn't even know. What am I supposed to do with this? That just opens up a whole new can of worry. Now you worried about this. You worried about that. Oh Lord, I gotta keep going to get tested. Like, it's that do too much. It be doing too much. And then I'm gonna be honest with you. Remember how I just said that thing about they're never satisfied? That would be why. Sometimes you can't please somebody because they don't like you. They like the opposite. And ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like. But when they're not able to be honest with themselves, they're not able to be honest with you. Then you over here wondering like, damn, you got a good person. I'm a good ass person to you. What the hell? What don't I do that you don't have? Ding, ding, ding. Oh, I got the wrong equipment. You like you like what you got. Okay, I understand now. I'm over here breaking my neck trying to figure out what it is. And a lot of times that's what it is. That's why they never satisfied. You got the wrong equipment, boo. Breaking your neck trying to figure out what is going on. What's up, Daphne Nero? Daphne Rowe, excuse me, Daphne Rowe. Now, this is what sorry, Amanda. How you doing? Hey, Timmy Turner. And yeah, see, Timmy Turner says she likes ladies. It's men going out here who going through the same thing for my ladies. It's some people are very sexually fluid right now, and it is a lot. It's a lot, especially when you feel like, oh man, I found the one. I love you. Like you love this person. I know I've been there. I love my person, honey. You couldn't tell me no wrong about my person until one day it was just too much to ignore, and I was like, I gotta let you go, because to hold you, I'ma hurt me trying to hold on to you. I can't do that. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. What's up, Ophelia Davis? Y'all got me feeling sad. Hello, Geminis. It is. It makes you feel sad because I've been there. I have been there. Janice Millhouse, how you doing? Did I miss anybody else who came in? Valerie Perez, welcome to the channel. Marianne Royale, Marianne Royale. How you doing, baby? Welcome to the channel. How are you? Okay. I think I got most of y'all. Okay, I'm going back down. So Spirit wants me to tell y'all it's safe. You are safe now with number 67. It's safe for you to relax. It's an orchid on there. It says you've been through a major ordeal. And guess what? You've been amazing. That's what your light team wants you to know. You've been through some major ordeals, but you handled it amazingly. Okay? You handled it all, the consequences, and you've learned to live on high alert. But now this has to change. So what I mean by living on high alert, like now some of y'all are really hyper aware of cheating. You're hyper aware of somebody lying. Like your intuition, when people play you and it hurts really, really bad, you will start to develop some skills that make your intuition like very much on high alert. So it's like you over scrutinize things, you see things differently, but Spirit says it's time for things to change for you. Okay, your mind needs peace and your body needs to relax because everybody ain't out to get you, baby. So it's like it's time for you to relax and to repair. So this card is bringing you a message to let you know that you are now safe. You are not in that situation. A lot of y'all have removed yourselves. Hello, Heidi. Welcome to the channel. You're removed yourself from the situation, and now it's okay for you to take a deep breath, let it out, relax. Nobody's here to hurt you. Nobody's cheating on you, right? Some of y'all are single right now, and you still on high alert. And Spirit's like, it's just you, baby. It's just us. It's just us. Breathe. Okay. I know you was hurt. I know you have you extra vigilant about, hey, what you say? Hey, you can't breathe. Okay? We're gonna breathe. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna calm down, we're gonna breathe. What's up, Charles? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else? So that's one of your first message. Relax. We're not in the cheating anymore. Spirit says they want you to know something else, baby. You are worth the wait. You are. Is something or someone not moving forward? Y'all's relationship is not moving forward. something that you wanted was the 10 of cups. It did not happen with this past person, but you are worth the wait. It says is something or someone not moving forward as fast as you would like. This card is here to reassure you to hold fast, to be patient. The best things in life are worth waiting for. You are worth the wait. The right person will come along that will appreciate all that you have to offer, collective. So be patient, be kind to yourself. And just know that, y'all, just because someone doesn't see your value does not mean that you're valueless. There are people who can have a ring that's worth millions and they just throw it away. I don't want this. Remember, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Not everybody sees what they have. So don't feel like you're worthless, because you're not. You are worth the wait. And the person who is right for you will find you. Hello, Kamal Patel. Oh, well, goodbye. Didn't even read his comment. Goodbye. Okay. JP said, out of here. You gotta go. I don't know. What's okay? Let's see. We got the cycles of the moon. Okay. And worth wait, those are nothing but like those little dandelion things. Like I had just said, my son be giving me out my yard. It says the cycles of the moon, number 10. This card invites you to be attuned to yourself with the rhythm of the moon. Notice how the phases of the moon affect your energy. Learn how to use those energetic cycles. The reason why is you can use those cycles of the moon, that energy, to shift within you to enhance the capacity to be consciously co-creative in all aspects of your life. Like, for instance, some people use the cycles of the moon to let go of things that don't serve them. So like when the moon is waxing or getting smaller, they use that cycle to let go of things that don't serve them. When the moon is growing, things that you want to draw towards you. When the moon is full, some people will put certain items out. Some people will face the moon, look at the moon, because it helps with their intuition, right? Because the moon represents the things we don't, where your third eye, things that where you're looking beyond the veil. So you can do different things with the moon cycle. There are books for it. I got one up here about all the different moon cycles of like rituals and things you can do. It doesn't have to be like magic type rituals. It's just certain things that you might consciously do. Like you might want to journal things you want to let go of. You know what I'm saying? During that type of thing. It just enhances. You don't have to do it, but it's something like that. Okay. Oh, I see you, Jean Brillimonte. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay to cry. Listen, I don't want nobody to ever feel like, if you feel like crying, cry. Because sometimes crying is cleansing. So don't feel bad if you still cry because you still love this person. Love don't go away like that. When you, especially unconditional love, when you love somebody unconditionally, there will be moments where you might be like, damn, like you think about them and you think about a good time y'all had and you might feel sad. Like, dang, man, that's really messed up. But as much as you love them unconditionally, you had to let go. Because listen, baby, sometimes loving some people, to me, and I used this example before, imagine trying to hug a cactus with them little pointy, hard things. You stabbing yourself all over trying to love somebody who is not receiving it. You're going to hurt yourself trying to love them. You have to let go. So just cry, take some deep breaths and ground yourself and go out into nature. Okay? I like that. It says, whenever we sow seeds, however we may yearn to see them grow, we cannot force them to develop any quicker than nature will allow. Just like your relationship. When you meet a person, y'all, that is a seed. You're planting a seed. You're wanting this relationship to grow. right? If you're in it to want to be moved to, if you're dating with a purpose, and you want to have like end up married and stuff, not everybody just dating to be, use and have sex with people. It's not all that. Let's say you're dating with a purpose, but you can't force it to grow. And the relationship's not going to grow any faster than the seed can allow. It says, but we can provide them with the best possible conditions to grow. This is why Spirit wants you to realize, one, you're worth the wait. Two, it's safe for you to relax because you did all you could. When you met your person, some of y'all showed up as your best selves. And you had all the conditions, the right conditions for the relationship to grow. You had the conditions, but your person did not. It says, so whatever you have initiated in your life, this card encourages you to be patient, to nurture your relationship, your idea, or your project with love. You can show up, y'all, but relationships is one of them things where that is a two-person have to feed the seed. If one person's doing all the watering, if one person's bringing all the sunshine, if one person's the only one trying to create the conditions, the seed is not going to grow. Relationships is one of those things where it's like y'all going to have to equally show up. And the moment that somebody stops showing up, the relationship is over. The moment it becomes one-sided, the moment that you're questioning, do they love me? Are they cheating on me? The relationship is over. And we have to accept that, listen, I did all I could on my end. But if they're not doing all they can on their end, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You can walk away and feel safe that you did the best you could. They just weren't ready for they just weren't ready. So this is what we're going to do for the ones that's not ready. We're going to bless our past. Notice how he's holding his light. You're going to bless the past. This is what we're going to do. All right. And please forgive me for those of y'all. I didn't realize my chat was off. Hello, Tiffany. How are you? Bridget Hauser. All right. Sorry, Brandon be saying some fried stuff. He said they still sorry his book. Okay. All right, Brandon. Okay. Okay. Hello, Sarah. Okay, so let's talk about blessing your past. Number 5. 5 is about change. How do you bless your past? It says a useful tool to help us to let go of any emotional residue that's still clinging to us from the past is to experience this, is to bless it. So whenever you feel like you got that emotional residue, for instance, you still cry. You like, dang, man, why couldn't they just get it right? Man, why couldn't they just see what they had? Dang, why would they play me? Dang, why couldn't they see how much I look? Like all of that, right? You doing that, right? That's the residue. So whenever the memory of an event or a person comes to mind, Spirit wants you to pause and say to yourself, I bless every aspect of my past, and I will celebrate the contribution that it gave me in becoming the person that I am today. So we're going to bless the past. I'm going to celebrate the contribution that it gave me. I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot of wisdom in the pain. And I'm going to celebrate the woman that I am, me, today, or man for y'all men. You're going to say that to yourself. Because a lot of y'all are better people, believe it or not, after these people hurt you. You've changed. Your intuition is sharper. Your tolerance level, you realize that you do love yourself. A lot of y'all is putting yourselves first. You're not so quick to give. Not to say that you're selfish, but you're more aware of who you give to. You're not so easy to be played. There are some good things that have come from this painful situation, and that's what we're blessing. Thank you for what I did get that made me a better me. So whenever you get that bad feeling and it makes you feel like you want to cry, or you be like, dang, and sometimes like my fellas don't always want to cry, but sometimes you do be like, damn, and I really love them. Messed up, man. We could have had it. We really could have had it all. So we just gonna bless them for who we are from the experience. That's how we're gonna do it. Hello, Yamara J. Welcome to the channel. Courtney, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Princess Williamson, how you doing? You're new. I see you. Okay. Anybody else? I'm going back to the bottom. I have to stay at the bottom. Hello, Linda, because I will mess it up. Now, I love this. I love this. Ooh, I'm getting a cold chill. Okay. Hello, Athena. How you doing? Listen. And Sky Queen Mother, how are you? Spirit says to have and to hold, number 58. Look at all them hearts. Look at all that light. Ooh. It says healthy relationships are formed through love rather than need. How do you know when you're in a healthy relationship? Because this person does not need you. You do not need them. Y'all are here both out of love. It is such a human thing to hold on to others through fear and insecurity. But this dynamic can stifle your relationships and the potential to flourish. And it will actually push someone away. So you know how like sometimes we get with people who be like, this is my person. Don't talk to my girl. Don't talk to my man. Don't do this. Like, let me give you an example. Um like my daughter just one of my oldest just she's married. Hello, Courtney and Don. Okay. And Dana. Welcome. Dana from Germany. Welcome. So like that his one of his closest friends came to visit and she had cooked dinner. And so she was fixing plates. He got mad. What are you fixing my homeboy plate for? He's a guest. But that's insecurity. That's jealousy. If you have a guest in your home, I would think, unless you're doing buffet style and everybody go around, it's only a few of y'all there. You got to watch the jealousy and the insecurity. Okay. It says you got to give your relationship the freedom it needs to form a healthy foundation, and you got to trust your person. Now, why am I saying that? Now, I gave y'all that little funny example, but this is important for those of y'all who went through cheatations when you were part of a third party situation. It is hard to trust someone after that. But remember, if your relationship starts to be built on insecurity, that's not love. If it's starting to be built on fear, that's not love. You have to give somebody freedom and you have to trust that they just gonna do the right thing. Love is a gamble, y'all. And to have and to hold, love is a gamble. The only person you can control is you. You could try as you might to control the other person, but the only person you can do is in control is yourself. And you got to trust that your person will do the right thing. Now, you are taking a gamble because the only thing you can guarantee is what you will do. But that's part of being a part of having love, is that you got to put yourself out there and hope that your person respects and loves you enough that they won't cheat on you. And that's hard for those of y'all who have already been in situations like that. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have that internal dialogue. Now, it's funny. I was listening to a podcast and I know not everybody has internal dialogue. I can hear a voice in my head and I think it's spirit and I can hear myself. There are some people who say that they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? There are some people who don't have that internal dialogue. They don't hear spirit. And in fact, they think you're crazy because you can hear. All right, now, I'm going to be honest with you. Typically, the people who can't hear, I'll be wondering, do you have a soul? You cannot hear spirit. If you cannot hear your thoughts, what is going on there? Are you an NPC? What is going on? Because most people who are connected should be able to hear themselves think, and you should be able to hear. You should be able to have some sort of like you know, like you don't have to say everything out loud. You could think it in your head. If there's nothing but air and space, I wonder who are you and what is going on with you. Are you an NPC? Are you a computer that looks like a human, but you're just an empty vessel? What is going on? I'm so for real. I'm so for real. Now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this internal dialogue. For those of y'all who can hear, Okay, it says we all should have an internal dialogue within our mind. It is a constant stream of inner conversation. Is your dialogue kind, supportive, and affirming? Or is it critical, judgmental of both yourself and others? So that internal dialogue, and everybody's dialogue is different. Some people's dialogue is supportive, affirming, and loving and kind. And then other people's is critical and judgmental, not just of themselves, but everybody else too. My internal dialogue is very loving. In fact, my internal dialogue is so loving that if I hear somebody else's internal dialogue, like, like you be next to somebody and you hear them say stuff out loud, like, "Oh, how could you be so stupid?" And they be talking about themselves. I will step in and go, "You can't talk to yourself like that. Don't talk to yourself like that." And they probably like, "What you mean? Don't talk to my? You can't. Yeah, don't talk to yourself like that. You cannot be mean to yourself. That's not good." It says this card is asking you to listen to your inner words and, if necessary, take the steps consciously to change your language. And that's what I do. So, like, when I hear you talk bad to yourself, I'm going to ask you to change that. Be kind to yourself. You got to take you wherever you go. Every time you look in the mirror, you're going to be looking back at you. Be nice to yourself. Love you. If there's one person that should love you, it is you. What you look like walking around with you and you hate yourself, you calling yourself fat, ugly, disgusting, stupid, whatever. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You with you all day long and you gonna be mean to yourself. We're not doing that. So we gotta change the dialogue. So if you're critical of yourself and you don't like something about yourself, you have low self-esteem, you don't really feel confident, then this is how we combat that. We write affirmations. And we don't just write one or two. We write them and we put them everywhere. We start writing reminders. Put it on your dashboard of your car. Put it in your cubicle at work. Put it in your visor when you look down. I am beautiful. I am kind. I am confident. I am your I ams. Whatever your I am needs to be. I am strong. I am courageous. Whatever. Whatever yours is. I am self-disciplined. I am whatever insecurity you have that you need to flip it around. That's what we do. And you put it everywhere. Put it on your mirror in the bathroom. So when you walk in the bathroom, or boom, it's on the back of the door. Damn, everywhere I go, I'm seeing this affirmation. And over time, you will start to say that positive thing to yourself. You could also pray and ask the divine to help you with that, to talk better to yourself, to see the good in you. Okay? Affirmations can go a long way. Hello, Tyrone. How you doing, baby? It's good to have you here. Hey, Sean's Eye. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. Hello, Don Zav. Is that how you say it? Stephen Young. Welcome, baby. Welcome to the channel. All right. Anybody else? Marvin, Big B. I think I've gotten you already. All right. I'm going back towards the bottom. Listen. This was a card at the top of the deck. It says, "You have done nothing wrong." Now, why is this is real important, especially for those of y'all who was like, "Why would my person choose me? Why would they take other people?" Remember I said it's like you breaking your neck. And you're like, "Why aren't they satisfied? There's nothing I don't do." Stop blaming yourself because you've done nothing wrong. Whatever has taken place was out of your control and out of your hands. This card is asking you to let go of the feelings of guilt or personal blame. This was not your fault. You've done nothing wrong. If somebody needs validation from a lot of other people outside of you, that has nothing to do with you. If other people need 10, 12, 20 other people that every time they go somewhere, "Ooh, you look good. Hey, thanks." If they need that, your person needs that. That's their personal problem. That ain't got nothing to do with you. If somebody feels like they have to have a whole bunch of people offering them their numbers, giving them sexual attention to feel validated, that ain't got nothing to do with you. That does not take anything away from you. Doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Does not mean that you didn't show up as a good, supportive partner. That is their personal issue that they need to work out. And we just need to accept that that is their issue. Not everybody sees what they have. Not everybody understands the value of what they have. We see it every day. People will take, let me tell you something. You can go to a garage sale, people will sometimes have bags out there. Don't even recognize the name of the bag, throwing away stuff from their grandparents or from themselves. And they don't even realize sometimes, hey, you know this thing worth $5,000 and you just put it on the street and you selling it for 10. Or sometimes they just give it away because they don't recognize it. It happens, y'all. Same thing goes with people. Sometimes people will have someone good and they give it away. But that don't have nothing to do with your value, or it does not mean that you did anything wrong, or it doesn't mean that, man, what have I done and my person wants to choose other people? Nothing. They just need lots of attention, lots of validation, and they might be sexually impulsive. That's not your problem. That's their problem. Okay. When we cut the deck, it says, now this is your last card. This is so very important, collective. Okay. It's time for you to allow yourself to receive. Notice the light in their hand. You got to allow yourself to receive. Now, why do I say this? Because those of us, and I'm included, who have been through a broken heart, it can be very hard to receive the new. Sometimes Spirit has a new person for you, or new experiences, or just a new situation. And because of pain and hurt, you're very afraid. Oh no, I don't want to go through that again. So you're not able to receive. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to allow yourself to receive. One of the greatest blocks is in our ability to manifest. Our greatest desire is an inability to allow ourselves to receive. So this card is asking you to take some time to identify those inner beliefs, perceptions, and attitudes that are stopping you from receiving, and one by one, remove the resistance. We got to remove the resistance. Why are you resisting whatever it is that you want? For some, it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm okay with not dating. I'm not dating because I don't believe in love. Okay, I don't date right now because I'm a busy person. And I know that I don't have the time to invest. That's different. I don't have the time to invest or to divide my attention like that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not dividing my attention. I'm going to I have certain goals I want to do. So that's why I won't date. But if let's say I wasn't dating because of a broken heart, and I have had a broken heart, and I was brokenhearted, and I have been through some very hard, difficult things, but those are not the things that are keeping me from not dating. You see what I'm saying? Now, if for those of y'all who, let's say, your broken heart, I don't trust women. A lot of the women I've had have lied to me. I keep picking the wrong type. That means you still got some inner healing to do. So whenever hello, cornbread man, how you doing? Whenever we find ourselves in Shine Bright and Darnell Higgins, welcome to the channel. Whenever we find ourselves constantly, like if you could say a lot of the people you dated is one way, then you need to figure out, you're the common denominator. Why do you keep choosing these same people? Are you trying to change them? Do you like the challenge of being with somebody difficult? Figure out why you keep getting the same type of person. Are you attracted to this, but that's not healthy for you? Because sometimes we have our what we desire in a person, but sometimes the things that you desire or what you call your preferences are not always good for you. Sometimes our preference is a bad boy, somebody with a little edge. Or for my fellas, you want a woman who's stacked, beautiful, but then she gets a lot of attention from men, and she not gonna tell nobody no. I seen a short today. This girl, no lie, she said she has a problem. You wanna know what her problem was? She like giving HEAD. She said, I just can't take it. I would get on your nerves because I would want to do it to you all the time. I'm not crazy. I thought, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought she was. Because if you can't control yourself, then you're going to cheat. That's a hell of a problem to have. I would also wonder, did you have some childhood wounding? Were you made to do this all the time? Like, why? What do you mean you can't stop? What is that? You see what I'm saying? So let's get back to the point. The point I'm trying to make here is allow yourself to receive the good. Sit down, figure out what's keeping you from love. Are you afraid of getting hurt? Are you looking at, what is going on here? And if you are afraid of getting hurt, what type of relationship would you have to have? What is needed for you to feel comfortable? What kind of reassurance do you need? Because see, we don't want to bombard our next person because they haven't done anything wrong. They have not done certain things to hurt us. So if you are putting yourself out there, how do you not hurt them? You got to fix these things so that you can receive. The universe will give you somebody better, but you got to be willing to receive it, right? Thank you, Johnny Phoenix, for the Happy Mother's Day. So you all break it all down. Spend some time with yourself in thought, pray, get with your light teams, get with the divine, and figure out what do you need to do different for love, to be open. Now, another reason I'm gonna share this. Like, for instance, I attract a certain type of person, and it has nothing to do with me. Spirit has told me it's my light, and because of that light, I'm going to always find people who want to date me that are this certain kind of way, and that is not okay. When Spirit told me that, I was like, that is not okay. I am going to have to be single then, because I am not. It's just certain things I'm just not dealing with. Light or not. It's just some things I'm just not doing. So those are those exceptions of, okay, I can't receive that, but I can receive this over here. So now I'm choosing to receive something different. I'm replacing it with something different. But y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Hello, DJ Music. Welcome to the channel. You say, how do you not hurt yourself in keeping these toxic individuals? Okay, so that's a very valid question. I'm gonna answer that. So how do you not choose toxic individuals? First of all, you do the self-healing work. You have to own your part of your story. Where did you learn certain things that allow you to accept certain toxic people in your life? So you have to sit down with the divine, and believe it or not, some of the things that you learned were from childhood, watching your parents, watching their interactions, how they dealt with their relationships. If your mom was somebody who was in and out of toxic relationships, or you saw your dad and your mom put their hands on each other, trauma, this is how you tend to pick toxic. And you will think that toxicity equals love. So you got to go back, figure out what went wrong. Sometimes we got to go all the way back to childhood to figure out those things, and then start dismantling that. Once you do that, you also can do the removal prayer, where you ask God to remove all things that are toxic, that don't serve you. People, places, things, even your thoughts. If this is not benefiting me, it has to be removed. And He will remove them. And He will sometimes have these same people reject you to protect you from their toxic behavior. So God will sometimes remove you from a situation. You might, if your job is toxic, they might end up firing you, and then God give you a better job somewhere else. Or like it's not always smooth sailing when you ask for the removal prayer. A lot of interesting fires will go off. People will argue with you, and you're like, where's all this argument? We're having fights out of nowhere, but it's because it's time for them to go, because God is trying to restore peace to your life. So don't be upset if rejection is always protection. But that's one of the things when it comes to choosing healthy partners. Then you got to be comfortable with changing your dynamic. Like, let's say a lot of us choose people off of sight first, sexual attraction. This person, if you like big booties, you're gonna pick I like a big butt, or I like a man who's only 6 foot. Like, you're going off of the visual as opposed to the character. So one of the things that, once you have done self-healing work, I would prefer, you could have your preferences on how you want somebody to look, but you need to start trying to pick things of character-based things first, because you can get somebody who's 6 foot. You could get somebody with a big booty and a smile on their face, and she is a knockout when she walks into the room, but she's not loyal. So we want to go for people who treat us with dignity, respect, and kindness. And a lot of times that's going to take you putting your eyes. Now, I'm not telling you just choose anybody who's not up to your par, but choosing differently to give somebody the chance to see beyond just the physical sometimes. Because there's some people who out here who will love you and adore you, and you're passing them up because you got your preference, but your preference is an idiot, or your preference is a player, or your preference doesn't respect you. You see what I'm saying? Because we always go with looks as opposed to character. Oh, well, he looks like he's a little bit of a nerd, but that nerd will love you like nobody's business. It's all like, you know what I'm saying? That could end up being the best relationship you ever had. We have to sometimes work on that. Work on that. Okay. I think that's it. That's all. I want to thank the Most High, His Son, the Holy Spirit, and my light team. Thank you to JP, the God, for being an awesome moderator. And thank you all for working with me this evening. Thank you for the 305 jewels. Thank you to the young lady who provided me with the super chat. And thank you all for the 262 likes. I enjoy this reading so much. Listen, for those of y'all who are still sometimes thinking about your past person, and y'all do, in my collective, there's a lot of y'all who have past people about to pop their head up. Sometimes you will see this person's picture, you might pass them on the street, and you be like, damn, if only you would have did right. If only you would have did right. But what is for you will never pass you. Remind yourself that. The next time you feel like crying, the next time you get that feeling like, damn, I wish they would have just did right. Remember that. What is for you will never pass you. And if it was meant to be, y'all would be. You're right where you need to be. Remind yourself that. Remember when it said you've done nothing wrong? Remind yourself of that. I'm right where I need to be. If we were meant to be, we would be together. And I thank God that I see that while we're not together, I'm a better person for it. And I wish you well. Bless your past, y'all. That's it. That's all. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You know when I upload. You all. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need a personal, I am the light tarot at gmail.com. I'm going to try my best to do the reading at 9:30. I keep saying I'm going back to 9:30, and then today had the nerve to start at 10:30. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good morning, good afternoon, or good night in your part of the world. I'll see y'all later. Bye, baby. Hello, Lindell. Hello, I see you. Prehistoric Mind. Welcome to the channel. Anybody else? Last shout outs. Tatilia, how are you? I see, or is it Talia Tao? How are you? I said it so wrong. Welcome to the channel. Wendy. All right. I'm going back to the bottom. That's it. That's all. Dwayne, how are you? And Rochelle Buderick. Hey, baby. And Pink Pony G. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it. Bye, y'all. Bye, baby.